Okay. Last topic I wanted to talk about was the top 25 returning FCS quarterbacks in 2024. Now, this is from Sam Herder. At Sam Herder, SamHerdr FCS. Go follow him. He does great work. Hero Sports is where he posts a lot of his content. Obviously, Twitter is where you can find him at Sam Herder FCS. Go follow him. Go follow him. Go follow him. Great FCS reporter. He dropped his top 25 quarterbacks in the FCS in 2024, and I'm going to react to it. First off, let's look at number one on the list. Number one, he had Mark Gronowski. Obviously, Mark Gronowski, I think his record in the FCS is 37-3. One of those losses came when he got hurt to Sam Houston, so you can honestly say he's only lost 2 games in his FCS career. Absolutely ridiculous. 2-time national champion, back-to-back national champion. I have no beefs with him being number one. Number 2, you got Cam Miller, North Dakota State, the most efficient passer in college football. I mean, he's ridiculously good. I think very highly of this guy as a quarterback. Man, I mean, his passing efficiency is ridiculous. And you know, they run a very balanced offense at North Dakota State. They pass it and they throw it. They run it, they pass it and they throw it. What am I talking about? They run it and they throw it. They run it very effectively too with that power scheme that they run. But they throw it. They don't throw it a ton. So the fact that he's the most efficient passer is like, when he's got the ability to pass the ball, he's making the most of it and hitting the receivers when they're open. I mean, I'll say it again. I said it earlier in this video. If you go back and look at that Montana game in the semifinals, there was a drive where they had to have it at the end of the game. They had to have it. And what did Cam Miller do after having a not great game from a passing standpoint? He did not have a great game. There was a lot of pressure on him. You could tell he was rattled. His offensive line was a little rattled as well. They had a lot of false starts. Like, it's hard to play at Montana. And he didn't have a great game. But when they had to have it in the fourth quarter with the game on the line, Cam Miller stepped up. That's that championship pedigree. Say what you want about North Dakota State. Say what you want about them losing that game. When they needed to have it, he had it. That's all I got to say about Cam Miller. He's number 2. Number 3 is Western Carolina's quarterback, Cole Gonzalez. I don't know too much about him, honestly. I know he's a really good quarterback last year. I know they were a really good outfit last year. I think they finished 8-3. Either 8-3. I think they only won 7 games though, so they might have been 7-4. But they were very close to being a playoff team in 2023. They kind of fell off late in the season. They started the season off super hot, super hot. He was graded as PFF's number 13 FCS quarterback, while his passing grade ranked number 6. Pretty good numbers. His passing efficiency was pretty high at number 3. These are numbers that Sam listed off in here. He threw for 2,800 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. And he also rushed for 203 yards. So he's not rushing too much, but really good passer. 204 of 310, 204 passes, 310 passes. He completed 204. So I'm going to do my calculator real quick. Was that 70%? 204. I don't think that's 70%. What is that? 310? Yeah. So 65. He completed 65% of his passes. Not bad. I guess he got hurt. That's what happened. Okay. I knew something happened with that Western Carolina squad. I knew something happened. So he got hurt in 2024 or 2023, which hurt them. Obviously, really good quarterback. Yeah, I like him at number 3 on this list. I did not know he had got hurt. Obviously that's on me for not doing my research about the Western Carolina squad, but he got hurt in 2024. Man, that even makes this Western Carolina Montana game even more exciting, because it's like knowing that they have a quarterback who's really good in 2023 coming back to 2024. He's number 3 on this list. Like, man, like, whoo, that is a game I cannot wait to see. Montana, Western Carolina, it's gonna be a movie. I think that's going to be a tough test for Montana coming into 2024, for sure. You got CJ Montez from Fordham at number 4. You got Tommy Mellott at number 5. Corroborating what I said, I think Tommy Mellott's the best returning quarterback in the Big Sky in 2024. Obviously, that's my opinion, and Sam Herder would echo that opinion of mine. He's number 5 on this list. You got Chase Artopius at Chattanooga. You got Connor Watkins at Villanova. Really good squad, really good defensive squad in 2023. Let's see if they'll be able to be that good in 2024. Paxton DeLaurent At SEMO, at number 8. At number 9, you got Derek Robertson from Monmouth. He's a transfer from Maine. Don't know how good Maine was. Will McIlvain from Central Arkansas originally was at UNI, transferred to Central Arkansas. He's number 10. At number 11, you have the former Texas A&M quarterback, Zach Calzada, from Incarnate Word at number 11. You got Caden Bennett from Sac State at number 12. Probably the second best quarterback, like I said, in the Big Sky. You got Dean DeNoble at Lafayette. Really good team at Lafayette. I'll talk about Jamar Curtis every time I hear Lafayette because I think he's a freaking dog. If you've not watched this guy play football, go look him up. Probably one of the leading reasons why they won the Patriot League in 2023. I'm really excited to see how he does in 2024. Jamar Curtis, Dean DeNoble, number 13 from Lafayette. You got Pierce Hawley from Eastern Illinois. Jake Wilcox from Brown. And number 15, Kikoa Visparas from Eastern Washington. So that's the quarterback at Eastern Washington that I was talking about earlier. Kikoa Visparas, I had originally said 18. He's at 16 on this list. So far, 3 Big Sky quarterbacks on this list. You got Aiden Bowman from South Dakota at number 17. Jamison Wang from Cornell at 18. Kenkey Dent from UT Martin at 19. I always mix up UT Martin and UT Chattanooga. I always mix them up. Either way, I'm going to move on. Clifton McDowell at number 20 from Nice. I know this is something that he was not happy about either. I can't remember if I saw this on his Instagram or on his Twitter, but he was not happy about this at all. He was not happy to be put at number 20 on this list. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he should be the number 20th quarterback? Do you guys think he's higher? I honestly think, I don't know how Sam is judging these. I don't know if he said, give fans an idea what playing. I don't think he said if he's ranking them based on passing or running the ball, but I honestly would probably put him a little higher. He did just take Montana to the national championship. I think his throwing ability needs work. I think he needs work on his deep ball. I think he needs work on being able to throw in the pocket and hit receivers. I think that's something he struggles with a little bit. But obviously what he was able to do to empower that Montana squad shines. But him at number 20, I don't know. I might put him at maybe, I don't know though, because a lot of these quarterbacks I didn't get to watch a ton in 2023, so I don't know how they are as throwers. So honestly, I'm not going to say anything. I think Clifton is right at number 20. I would not argue with that. I think he probably is around the 20th best FCS quarterback. What do you guys think? Do you guys disagree? Do you guys agree? Let me know. At number 21, you got Aiden Sayin from Penn. You got Ryan O'Connor from Delaware at number 22. You got Miles Hastings from UC Davis at 23. So that's the 4th Big Sky quarterback. You got Darius Wilson from William & Mary at 24. And the 5th Big Sky quarterback, you got Richie Munoz from Weber State at number 25. I don't know if he started wire to wire for Weber State in 2023, but I'm pretty sure he's the one who finished the season for them. Really good quarterback. I think he was like a freshman last year too, so hopefully he's able to be better in 2024 with what he was able to do in 2023. I know Weber State has been one of the staples in the Big Sky for some time, and they kind of struggled last year to find their footing. So really interested to see how Weber State bounces back and how Richie Munoz does in 2024. Will they be a sleeper, a dark horse in the Big Sky in 2024? Who knows? I think the Big Sky is kind of up in the air in 2024, besides like the Montana and Montana State. I think some of the teams who are going to challenge for the supremacy in the Big Sky are kind of up in the air. It could be SAC. I think it could be NAU potentially. I think they played the conference pretty tough in 2023. So I think in 2024, I expect decently good things from them in 2024. But really it's SAC, Idaho, and then, Montana and Montana State. So we will see. What do you guys think about this list? I think Cole Gonzalez is somebody to watch for 2024, knowing that he got hurt in 2023. I think he's somebody who, could really shine in 2024. They have a decent schedule that, might put them in front of the masses in 2024 as well. So if he shows out, that he could be a guy who potentially could win Walter Payton Award, the Walter Payton Award. I mean, it just depends on how he plays and how his team ends up in 2024. But what do you guys think about Sam Herder's list? These are my reactions to this list. Obviously, a lot of Big Sky guys on there. You got, let's see how many MVFC guys are on here. 1, 2, the top 2 are Missouri Valley guys. And then you got only 3 Missouri Valley quarterbacks on here. You got the South Dakota guy, Aiden Bauman, who's the other guy. But only 3 MVFC quarterbacks on here. Pretty surprising. But the 2 top guys are the guys in the subdivision. You got Cam Miller and Mark Gronowski. So what do you guys think about this list? What do you guys think about Sam Herder's top 25 returning quarterbacks? Is there somebody that he missed? Did he miss your guy from your school on this list? You let me know in the comments. I will be sure to read all of them. I always read the comments. Thank you guys so much. But okay, the next thing I wanted to ask. I think I saw Coulter Nuanez talking about this on Twitter. It might have been he might have posted a snippet on his on Twitter. I can't remember where I saw this from, but Tommy Mellott or Cam Miller, who are you taking? And I want to ask you guys, Tommy Mellott or Cam Miller, who are you taking? And obviously, I played at Montana, but no but about it. I would take Cam Miller. And I respect Tommy. I think Tommy's a great athlete. I think when he's throwing and running, he's one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the country. I think you can put him at number top 5 when he's throwing efficiently and he's running the ball. We know what he can do with the ball in his hands. But I think the missing piece for him is always what kind of throwing game is he going to have? Is he going to be on as a thrower? Or is it going to be a game where he's not really on as a thrower because we don't always see him connecting as a thrower of the football? His run game is always there. He's got a super strong lower body. He's super fast, super quick. He can do all of that. It's about the passing game for me. Cam Miller, the most efficient passer in FCS football last year, probably one of the most efficient passers in college football last year. I'm taking that guy. Pocket passer, national champion quarterback, knows how to win, knows how to run the offense, knows what you like. Great quarterback. I'm taking Cam Miller. I would take the pocket pass. I would take Cam Miller and his pocket passing ability. I'm looking at my notes right here. I would take Cam Miller and his ability to throw from the pocket. No matter what that looks like. I respect Tommy. Like I said, I respect Tommy, and I know he can do a hell of a lot with what he is as a quarterback. You can do a hell of a lot with him as a quarterback in your offense. But I appreciate a pocket passer who can hit open receivers consistently more than I do somebody who can run the football. If you look back at that last drive for Cam Miller and North Dakota State in the semifinals game when they had to have it to take the game to overtime, he had it. And this is a game where he's been getting pressured all day. He's been under duress all day. He's not been super accurate all day. And every freaking pass he had to hit on that last drive of the game to take it overtime, he hit it. And that to me was just man, I mean, he really showed me something there. He really showed me something there in that game. And I knew he was a really good quarterback before that game, but that game really solidified it for me where it was this guy is different. There were some throws in that game where it was just the placement of the ball was just stupid. And I'll say the same thing about Tommy. If you go back and look at when they played North Dakota State, I think it was in the quarters, Tommy was dotting things up and he was running the ball really successfully. So it's when Tommy is playing like he is against North Dakota State, Montana State's a hard team to beat because there's nothing you can do with him. He's going to scramble and find a way to get guys hit open receivers outside of the pocket, but he's also going to scramble and find ways to make plays with his legs. But also, if he can stand in the pocket and dial stuff up like he was in that North Dakota State game, he's dangerous. I'll say this. I would probably say that Tommy Mellott is probably the best returning quarterback in the Big Sky in 2024. Probably. You got Caden Bennett. Obviously, you have the quarterback from Eastern Washington, blanking on his name right now. But I'm trying to think of who other quarterbacks, Clifton McDowell left the conference. Giovanni McCoy left the conference. Idaho State's quarterback, I think it was Cook. I think that guy can play, man. I think Jordan Cook can play. Obviously, they didn't play him a lot. You got Sasha Ray at Portland State. So you got some quarterbacks in the conference. You got some decent people who can throw the ball in the conference. But just with his skill set returning this year, I would probably give the nod to Tommy Mellott. I think it's between him and probably Caden Bennett. or the Eastern Washington guy. I haven't watched a ton of Eastern Washington football, to be honest with you. But it's probably between Tommy and Caden Bennett for me personally. And I would give the nod to Tommy Mellott. But if I'm picking between Tommy Mellott and Cam Miller, I'm taking Cam Miller. The pocket passer, I appreciate a pocket passer over somebody who can scramble around. I respect that ability, but I don't think that's the end-all, be-all for what your ability as a quarterback needs. I need a quarterback who can stand in the pocket and hit open receivers, because if I'm an offensive coordinator, I need to throw the ball. And that's the thing, I'm not even going to say that. I'm taking Cam Miller. What do you guys think? Who would you guys take between Cam Miller and Tommy Mellott? Let me know in the comments, and we will move on.